Welcome back to the WOF headquarters. This is the third video of the day. Wow. That last video took a lot out of my throat. Seriously, you're gonna enjoy that video. Oh my god. Never again for my throat. Oh. But yeah. I've just finished doing my second video. The second video was in two parts. I got slam them together and whatnot. But you'll see once it's up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever I end up putting it. So to move on to our last video of the day. Although I am going to schedule this for another day so that people not getting bored and just watching 3 videos. So I will schedule this next video. But this video includes some AEW. I can hear the crowd now. That's all they'll be doing. Anyway, the first one is good old Tony from the commentator booth. Yes, the Tony figure really. If you notice, I'm not pronouncing his second name because I ain't got a clue how you pronounce it. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt it, to be honest. It's probably quite easy, but I just don't know how to say it. But yeah, I really looking forward to getting this out of the package and showing you more detail of it. We've got Tony, and obviously you can't have Tony without, what's it called now? I can't remember what they call it, but you can't have the commentary booth without good old JR. Yes, Jim Ross's first AEW figure, possibly his last, depending on how long he's got left in his career. I mean, he is doing probably smaller roles these days. That's what I'm guessing because I haven't really caught up with AEW. I watched the last pay-per-view, but that was about it. I'm about 2 months behind on the weekly episode, so I don't know whether he's actually still doing the weekly shows or anything. I know that Tony does. But yes, Jim Ross. We will, as I say, I will go into more detail when I get these out of packaging. But we've got Jim Ross, and this one we've got Chris Statlander. Yes, this I'm a little bit gutted because they brought two different. No, they brought one version out of Chris Statlander, and by the time they brought it out, she then changed her look a little bit. She seems to have got rid of a bit the alien look from the last time I watched it anyway. She wasn't exactly running this whole attire type stuff anymore. I think she'd done away with the alien stuff. But it's a very, very good figure. Probably one of the best they've done in the women. I can't say it's the exact best because I would have to say Tay Conti's figure was the absolute bomb of AEW figures. I don't think they've done anybody else that has been as spot on as the Tay Conti figure. Anna Jay, in all fairness, it wasn't a brilliant look-alike, but you could still tell it was her in a way. But like I said, Chris Statlander isn't too bad when you look at the picture there and then you see the face there. can't really see it properly. I'll go into more detail because the light that I have behind my phone is reflecting on the plastic. And last but not least is actually WWE. Yes, it's not AEW, but it is the Ruthless Aggression Shawn Michaels figure. Now, in all honesty, I questioned myself about getting this because it's not from the era that I loved of Shawn Michaels, but I've only got one version, which was the very first one that they ever brought out of Shawn Michaels in this style with the baggy trousers rather than the tights. So I thought to myself, I need to get another attire. Yes, I am one of those kind of people. If it's a different attire, I possibly get it. Depending on the person. If it's someone as legendary as Shawn Michaels, you have to have them all. Not all of them, but I've probably got more Undertakers than I have Shawn Michaels. But yeah, I like this. I actually like this Ruthless Aggression Shawn Michaels. A ring bell is something that I am actually missing from my setup, so that is another thing that is going to make my layout just a little bit more realistic. And as I said in a previous video, I will be doing a whole tour of my setup at some point. I am waiting to see whether I get a gadget that I have asked for a birthday, Christmas, that will allow me to be able to move around and video at the same time. It's a bit hard pushing a wheelchair and holding a phone at the same time, so hopefully this gadget will help me out. Not so much. I will still be able to push myself around. I'll still struggle with the push around bit, but it will be more stabilised. At the moment, the phone will be going like that, and nobody wants to see a Rocky film. Not the Sylvester Stallone one. I mean, when it's shaking about everywhere. Nobody wants to see a Rocky kind of thing where you can't really concentrate on anything. So I am delaying that video as much as I possibly can. But yes, I'm blabbing on, and I need to shut up and get on with this. Yes, Shawn Michaels Ruthless Aggression figure. I'm going to take 5 minutes, get these out the packaging, because I'm not doing that on video, because people don't want to be seeing me nearly cut my hands open with a pair of scissors, trying to get these boxes open. As AJ puts on his videos, please be careful if you're opening packaging, especially if you're a lot younger than me. I'm an adult and cut my hands sometimes opening these, even on the plastic, not the scissors. So be careful if you are opening these kind of packages, because the plastic can be sharp, just as sharp as a knife or the scissors. So just, I will be back in a moment. See you in 5. And I'm back. Yes, I have now got the AEW figures of Jim Ross, Tony, Chris Statlander, and the WWE Ruthless Aggression Shawn Michaels. And the packaging. First off, is Jim Ross in his commentary chair. Quite a nice bit of detail with these AEW figures of Jim Ross and Tony, to be honest. Obviously, you've got the AEW logo on the t-shirt. The glasses, to be honest with you, I think the glasses are a little bit overboard. To me, they should have moulded them on, because Tony looks like, what's his name? Tony looks like the one that married Penny in The Big Bang Theory. Seriously. Oh, he's fell off his chair. But yeah. I know the feeling, Tony. I know the feeling. Yes, he looks a bit like the guy out of Big Bang Theory. I can't remember what his character was on Big Bang Theory, but the one that married Penny. Oh my god. Ignored the elastic band on the head, it's just holding the glasses on. I haven't taken it off because the glasses are a bit obscure on Tony. They don't really finger poppy, but I like the detail on like the suit with the buttons down the side, the arms there, and yeah, as I was saying, I had to pause because my mother decided she was gonna come out here, and I'm not talking to myself in front of her. Yes. As I say, you've got the detail of the buttons down the side on the suits. Something you don't really see a lot of on the Mattel stuff. Then obviously you've got the detail of like the seams as well. Even the seams on the suit there. The big button there, although I think that should be a little bit smaller. If you take him out of the chair and put his legs straight and everything, obviously you've got the tie. You've got a tie and obviously his beige trousers and everything, which is, I think it's his usual outfits and that. But yeah, Tony slash the guy out of Big Bang Theory. Not a bad figure. Jim Ross, again, you've got the detail of the stitching seams on the front of his jacket. 2 buttons instead of just the one like on Tony. His little tie there. The AEW logo, and even I think it's his wedding ring, but even his ring on his finger, that's quite a bit of detail really. It's just a shame about the glasses. I think they should have been moulded on, but I suppose they're trying to get the effect that people like things to be taken on and off these days. It's not always essential, especially when it's not somebody that's actually a wrestler. He's just a commentator and everything. Not really essential. I think really they should have probably just moulded them on, and just put nothing inside the lens part to make them look see-through. But I could be just being quite critical on that point. But yeah, the Jim Ross looks really good. The face, I wouldn't say the face is perfect, but it's another good lookalike compared to Tony, looking like him out of Big Bang Theory. Jim Ross is a much better lookalike. Then obviously I opened Chris Statlander as well. I really like this figure. There's quite nice detail on this one. You've got her, I don't know whether you can see it, the tattoo on the back of her neck, or back of her shoulder, should I say. Obviously you've got the colours in her hair when she had them colours, the face makeup, even the piercings in the lip. Now obviously we've seen piercings on a few people, but I like you've got the tattoo on the side here. I like the fact that they've made these bits here like a 3D shape, like it, not 3D shape, like a 3D. You know, you can feel the grooves and everything where it all is, a bit like on the Macho Man figure I showed in a previous video with his tassels and his trousers. You can actually feel the depth. Not like some of Mattel's figures that they've made where something like this is just 2D painted on. To me, in this day and age, they should be putting a bit more effort in. But yeah, this Jazzwares Chris Statlander is really good. I like the knee brace. I know that Mattel have done a couple of different colour knee braces with Stone Cold and stuff. But to me, I would prefer Mattel to do it like Jazz wears, like a rubbery thing that is quite attached to them, rather than a big 3D bulky thing that can come on and off. I know it's probably essential to some people, but when you've got the likes of Stone Cold and everything, like how that's got the different colours on. When he was in the Alliance, he had gold colour, he had a red colour, but Mattel have only really done, I think they've only done the red, but they weren't really very good detail. But I would say that the Jazzwares have beaten Mattel on the knee brace side of things. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and the detail on Statlander's boots as well is quite nice. I've never really taken much notice of the boots of Statlander and stuff on the shows and stuff, but I like the fact that they've actually added the design, and I don't know whether it's just the ripples in the boots to make them look like boots, or whether it's actually the design. You can actually feel the design on these instead. Yeah, obviously as well, moving forward, you've got her tattoo on her arm. I don't know how detailed that is to the actual tattoo. I'd never really took much notice of her tattoo because I don't know. I just never, compared to when you look at seeing Undertakers, Randy Ortons and stuff like that, you don't really take much notice of some people's tattoos. But yeah, the tattoo sleeve, shoulder sleeve should I say, it's pretty good. I like the joints on Jazzwares figures. They sort of click, don't get me wrong, but compared to Mattel's just move. But I actually like to be able to feel that clickiness, that clickiness, should I say. The other thing I would complain about on this figure is, obviously it happens with a lot of figures and everything, but it looks like it's got rubbed in the packaging, and there's a bit of paintwork come off the back there, around the waist area. But other than that, the figure is actually really, really good across Statlander. I'm actually quite happy with that. Really, really good figure. And last but not least, obviously, the Ruthless Aggression Shawn Michaels that I showed you in the packaging before. Look, I'm not normally a huge fan of seeing the Shawn Michaels in the baggy trousers figures because, in all honesty, that wasn't the era that I thought he was the best. But they have added quite nice detail to this figure. I mean, you've got his design down the side of the trousers. Then you've got the heart on the side there. Then on the back, HBK, the like lace bit that was on the back that ties together the belt bit at the front. Even the beard, even the sort of stubble looks much better than what they've done in the past. The hairstyle on the back, this is actually probably quite close to looking like Shawn Michaels compared to some of the elites they've done. Even the ones based on the past. There's the network spotlight figure in the turquoise trousers. I think there was a couple of figures actually brought out in the same style, face wise, and the face didn't look like Shawn Michaels at all. But this I would say he's pretty close, to be honest. It's not a bad figure. I look forward to see what else they actually do with the Ruthless Aggression line if they carry it on. Because I would like to see a Shelton Benjamin brought out from the time when he beat Triple H. And when he was Intercontinental Champion, or even when he was in Team Angle. But obviously, if you brought him out in Team Angle, they would have to sign Charlie Haas so that you actually get all three of them, because we've already had Team Angle Kurt. So, I suppose, unless they sign Charlie Haas, keep away from the Team Angle section. Only disappointment I would actually have to say with this Shawn Michaels figure, I have just noticed, they've painted the pegs on the outside, but on the inside they should be red, and they're not the white. Paint them. It doesn't take a lot of paint. It's not going to cost you a lot just to paint a couple of pegs. Throat's still a bit thingy, but yeah, that's the only disappointment that I've just found on this figure. They should have painted the pegs red to match the trousers. So, with that said, that is the end of this video. That is time to say goodbye. If you enjoy my videos, obviously I say it and I share my QR codes at the end of the videos. If you like my videos, share, subscribe, watch the videos, and just give me that little bit of a support of being a collector. There's a lot of collectors out there, and I know a couple of fellas that are collectors and they do videos the same as what I'm doing. They taught me into doing these videos, and to be honest with you, I'm glad they did. It's got me doing something a little bit different. I just repeated myself then, didn't I? Something. Yes, it got me doing something different for a change. So, thanks for that, lads. But if you enjoy the videos, subscribe, enjoy, share them to your friends if you know other collectors. I'm sure there'll be many people out there that appreciate these kind of videos. So, until next time, that is me finished. I do have another couple of parcels coming very soon. One courtesy of one of the other people that I've just been talking about. Thank you very much, James. I can't wait to get that package, because I've been after that figure for a very long time. All will be revealed in one of my next videos of New Day style, of who that figure is going to be. So until then, I am out. I will see you next time. Enjoy. Goodbye.